RUIKE, RUIKE, RUIKE. Hi guys, Haki here. Back for another video about knife. This is a knife that my brother has passed down to me. I don't know if he actually given it to me or he just lent it to me for a short period of time. Probably a long period of time. Well, would like to review on this video. This is a RUIKE. I have no idea what's the model number. I'll put it down in the description below. It's quite a good knife. I had this knife for about more than 2 years now. I go for camping with it. I went for hiking with it. I even cut some meat when we have a function, we have Hari Raya Korban or Eid al-Adha. We do cut meat, cut beef, cut cows, all right? So we did use this knife and it's very, very good for meat cutting, for wood cutting, blah, blah, blah. You can name it, whatever. This is all in one. Not all in one. This is just a very versatile knife. So I think that's it for the introduction. No more introduction needed. Let's go into some details. First of all, what can you see? This is obviously a fixed blade knife, unlike the SOG that I did cover the other day. Forgot to lock that one. So if you would like to have a look on the review for the SOG, please just find a video previously that I posted. You can find it very easily on, I don't know where did I post it. Not yet. I haven't posted any video. I'm a beginner in the video posting and also knife, so my knowledge on knife is quite low, but I'm using knife because that's what we do. Right, so let's go into some details. Number one, obviously, as I mentioned, it's a fixed blade knife. It has a cover. I think this cover is just made up of plastic. At first glance, I have my cord here just to put it in my hand. Okay, just to have a grab on it, extra grab. When you're doing some cutting, it's quite useful to have a lanyard. And then secondly, the handle. The handle, I have no idea. I think it's not plastic. It feels like ceramic. It feels like a ceramic, but I don't think it's ceramic, obviously, because ceramic is brittle. I think it's carbon but it's, it's like a very, very hard plastic with, I don't know if you can, I'll try to zoom in. Great. So it has that particular ridges for your grip, okay? It has a grippy action there. But it's very, very strong. It's very durable. Even when I scratch it, it doesn't really show any scratches. So it's a very durable knife to have in your collection or just for you to go camping whatsoever. It is very, very good knife. Had this knife, no complaint whatsoever, and it cost fairly cheap. It's less than 100 Bruneian dollars. I think this cost around $90, $70, something like that. Bruneian dollars or Singaporean dollars. We have the same money. So anyway, so that's the first glance. It is quite a heavy knife, unlike the SOG. That's a stealthy knife. This is a fixed blade knife and it's quite heavy, okay? But it's not an uncomfortable heavy. It is very, very comfortable heavy. So about the cover here, there is a hole there where you can just hang this thing into your belt or your holder. Okay, it doesn't have a clip just like the SOG does, where you can just hang it on into your pocket or your bag or velcros, whatever. This one, you need to carry it with the sheath itself. And also, you can push this thing right here. There is a spring, and you can turn it any angle you like. There's a locking mechanism there. So if you want to carry it straight up like that with your belt here, or you can also turn it a little bit anywhere, angle, 45-degree angle, 180-degree angle. Well, not really, it's a little bit crooked. I think that's just is that a fault or a design? I have no idea, but it's like that ever since I got this knife. And that way as well. So anyway, if you're right-handed or you're left-handed, you want to put your knife on the left side of your body or on the right side of your body, you can just simply adjust it. It's just practical. Twist it again and again. So it is hard plastic, no complaint about it. Well, it's plastic is plastic. What else can you do? Right, there's holes here, 1 2 3 4 holes, and I think this is joined out by a rivet. So there's a rivet here and there's a rivet here. But my brother did inform me that if you want to make this sheath tighter, because it might get loose by time, you can just tighten up by an Allen key. Just push it down by an Allen key. I think that's the bushing. Yeah, it's rubber bushing. So you can just tighten it up by an Allen key just to make the sheath tighter and more safe. So that's the overview of the RUIKE. Honestly, man, I do not know how to pronounce this knife. It's RUIKE, RUIKE. So let's do this. That's the detail about the knife with the sheath closed, but this is amazing. You have the ridged handle there for your thumb finger, for your thumb to push it out, and when you push it out, it really has that action. Okay, look at how beautiful that is, man. This is a totally different function from what I have reviewed previously, like the SOG. This is a very good knife for emergency. This is not a comparison video, so I'm not gonna talk anything about the SOG. I'm just gonna say sikit sahaja, just a little here and a little there. So RUIKE, look at that, it's RUIKE. As I mentioned, had this knife for almost 2 years, been using it not daily, a lot actually. So the spelling here kind of doesn't wipe off, doesn't scratch off. It is a very printed inside there. It is not engraved, it is just printed, but have been using it for quite a while with a lot of scratches. As you can see, the nature of knife is scratch, man. You cut and it will produce scratches. So don't mind about scratches unless you're an OCD who hates scratches, then don't do knife. RUIKE. I believe RUIKE is a China brand. It's made in China. But it is a very good quality knife. Okay, as you can see here, let me zoom in a little bit. There is a marking there, F118, I believe. Is it 8 or 3? Let me give it. Oh, it's F118G. Okay, so that's F118G. I think that's the material. And you can also see the serial number, I think. 14C28N F9SBW F40. I think that's the serial number for this particular knife. Okay, it is jointed out by a rivet or Allen key. Doesn't look, yeah, it is Allen key, yeah. So it is jointed in by an Allen key. The good thing I would like to highlight about this particular knife is, one is heavy, okay, you can feel the weight, and this is very important for me, okay. The knife doesn't just stay here, doesn't stop here, doesn't stop here. It goes all the way to the back. So basically the whole thing is the knife with a handle sandwiched. Okay, the whole knife is sandwiched by this particular ceramic looking material here. So it is really, I mean, like, the good thing about that is it is really tough. You can really hit something. This action. We cut wood, hardwood, softwood, wires, meat, cows, lamb, anything, you name it. It doesn't fail, okay? It does not fail. That is the most important thing. On a knife, it doesn't fail, okay? So it is a very hardcore. You can even put the, for example, thing that you want to cut, like a wood, like you want to splice a wood, you want to slice a wood into two, you just put it there, and then you just knock on top with a soft hammer, not a hard hammer, not a metal hammer, like a rubber hammer or mallet, or a wood. Okay, so you can have that kind of action here, because you would know that this particular knife wouldn't break on you, man, because it has the whole backbone of that particular knife. It's typically a knife sandwiched in between the handle. So the features is there's a hole there, probably for your lanyard or for your lock, if you want to just make it safer. Okay, you can have a rope here, and then there's also a rope there, where I mean a hole there to put your lanyard. The weight of this one, I will try to make a research out of it later on, and I'll put the weight, the actual weight at the description below, at the comment section or description. This blade, if you want to have a look on this particular blade, well, this is not a sexy ass knife, all right? Just like this SOG, it is really sexy, but this one, this is a do it, like never go down, never let you down, never let you down, sorry, for my blah blah blah, it's still early in the morning. Never let you down kind of knife. It is thick, okay? It is thick. You can feel the thickness here, but it's slightly tapered down as it goes along the edge. There, thick here, thicker in the body, obviously, and it's going down slim, 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 and eventually gone. So it's very pointy right here. This is the knife to go if you want to go for a hiking, just for camping, for bushcrafting, just for anything outdoorsy. Bring this knife with you. It will never fail. Well, the downside is obviously it's a fixed blade. You can't fold it just to make it smaller or more carryable into your pocket. But this will just never let you down kind of knife. I don't know about the brand, it's RUIKE. I know there's a lot more brand out there. This is the more affordable one. And it does hold the sharpness quite well. Well, I just sharpened this one last night with my brother. Well, let me test it out for you. Well, it's okay. All right, it is okay. Let me try to get, whoops. I don't know if you can have a look. All right, it is okay. It doesn't cut through one slice, but man, that is quite sharp. It's hold the sharpness. Let me put it back down. It holds the sharpness very well. We had impact. We had a lot of things. I've been using it for 2 years. It has a lot of impact on this particular knife. As you see, that is not rust. That is the printing. So there's a close-up on the knife itself. Just sharpen it. Okay. That's not much to say on this knife, to be honest. It's just a straightforward fixed blade knife. But it never fails on you. It never ever fails on me. Okay, it never fails on me. I've been using this again and again, every single time I go outdoor camping. I can't say it's mine, it's lended to me. So this is still my first ever knife, but this is the first knife I have ever have for more than a year or two. So the ridges here, it acts as a grip, obviously. Knife geek would know this very well. The ridges here act as a grip for your thumb fingers. So the moment you put your thumb on the grip, you have a proper action. Okay, it is very good in slicing. It is very good in cutting, even cutting with impact, you know, even like you just cut the whole thing like that. Not just your wrist action, your arm action. You can confidently say it will cut a hardwood quite easily, all right, if it's sharp enough, and it will never dent. I wouldn't say it will never dent. It does not dent so far, as far as I know. What else do you want to know about this knife? I think that's it. About the balance, you have a finger, your pointy finger ridge there. So that's where you usually put your finger, and also your pinky finger stopper here. So it has a bump. Okay, so that's how it looks like. Has a slight bump there. So it is so comfortable in your palm once you put it there, and also it stops your hand from either going to the front or going to the back. So it is really steady and comfortable in your hand. It is quite weight. It is mid heavy for me. Okay, it is mid heavy. It is not a small knife. You can't really go around. Obviously, you can't go around the shop, around shopping malls with this. You can go with this one, but not with this one. Okay, this is camping or going outdoor activity kind of knife. The blade, it is not very long. It is, I think my estimation on length is poor. Can't be 5 inches, maybe 6, 7 inches, 6 inches, I think. You be the judge. I'll put the description down below on the actual. You can just Google this, okay? You can Google and there's description for you, obviously. What else do you want to know? Register. It never fails, okay? The thing I would like to emphasize on this particular knife is it will not fail on you, all right? It is not very heavy. The balance is very good. It's okay. It's heavier on the handle side. Obviously, it is balanced, but it gives you a sense of great action once you're cutting a wood, or if you're cutting a wood that way. So for example, this is a wood and you want to cut the wood this, it gives you a great sense of action. Okay, it gives you a very good control over the knife. So you can also push it by your other thumb, and that's how it goes. Okay, this is good for bushcrafting. Sadly, on this one, it does not have any built-in fire starter like some knife do. The thing I like about this knife is, with this quality, with this build, with this ruggedness, it comes in, it doesn't break your bank. Okay, it does not break your bank. This is quite an affordable knife, professional knife, quite an affordable professional knife that you can trust, that will never fail on you in any situation, even outdoor or even in combat, I think. All right, so I will make this video shorter than the other because, yeah, I think the other video is too long. But if you have any question on this particular knife, you just let me know. I believe J Sales Brunei guy do have some RUIKE in his collection. You can just ask the guy. It's J Sales Brunei. Leave him a DM him, text him. He will be a very helpful. He is so helpful. He can just get you any knife you want, I believe. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for now. And this one has a lock action, and also that, right? So that's the blade, and that's the whole knife. Let us do a close-up as usual. Close-up on this particular knife. Anyone from RUIKE, please, man, let me know how to pronounce your brand. Is it RUIKE? Is it RUIKE? Is it RUIKE? I have no idea. Okay? So at the moment, I'm just gonna call you RUIKE. That's a very nice, actually. I really like this knife. And it's quite sharp. It holds the sharpness, and it holds the sharpness, and it holds the hardness of this particular knife. Yeah, last thing that I would like to point out is you can remove this, and this bolt over here with an Allen key, okay? And you can dismantle the whole knife, exposing only the steel, where you can clean it and do a general maintenance of it. Maybe once in 3 years, once in a year, depending on how, well, depending on you guys, man. If you really want if you have a lot of time and you really love your knife, you would like to maintain it a lot, just give it an oil a little bit just to prevent it from inner rust. But I don't think this will rust, because I used to have it in the sheath for a very long time. I think after salt water, for months, it does not rust. Okay, so yep, it's a do-it-all, heavy duty, non-sexy. This is not a sexy knife, but it is a do-it-all kind of knife. All right, it's heavy and it is impactful for you. It is very useful. Can be a lifesaver as well. So yep, I think that's it for the RUIKE. Any question, anything else, please do leave a comment, like, subscribe. If you don't like, do not like. Then if you like, then like. All right, so yeah, thank you very much. I'll put this back. Hope to see you again on another video for something else. Probably I'm gonna do a Leatherman the next video. So that's it for the RUIKE. Thank you very much and have a good day.